Alright guys, here we are. This is my ECU from the Volvo. This is the little chip that's supposed to get rid of the distributor. I hope I did this right. But there it is. I didn't wire up the two-step because I'm automatic anyway. But there you have it. We have 5 volts and ground back here. We have the VR signal down here off of one of those pins. And then we have the spark over here. And then these are the outputs to the new coils for wasted spark. It's going to come out the back with a Molex connector. There's my new soldering iron, $5 from Walmart, 3M. I bought a Weller one that was decent, had lights and shit. It was expensive and it blew up, and this one was only $5. And I finished this part. So we just hot glued this shit down, and now we're going to close it up. So let's make sure one more time. We have the yellow, which is going to be 1 and 4, and the red is 2 and 3. So now we can pack this up. But there you have it. I bought this on Turbo Bricks from Buchka. That's his name. So there you have it. We'll get some more video when we get it in. Alright, so now we're outside. I put the ECU back in. I have my 2 logic level outputs here, and then they go to this thing. This is the igniter from a Miata. It's the J702t, whatever, and it just ignites the coil because that's not strong enough to. But it's getting a little hot, so I had to improvise. I stuck it on a heatsink from some AMD, whatever, 64, and since it's kind of ugly and barbaric, I was thinking about just throwing it in here. Right there, and just sending the wires out, and nobody will even know it's there. It'd be perfect. There's the coil. It's from an Exploder. We tried it. I shocked the living fuck out of myself, and it works. So now we're on to phase 2. I don't know what that means, but phase 2, and we're just gonna drill a hole and send the wires out. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. This is obviously the 3rd video of this thing, of the ignition that we're doing. As you can see, my coil is disconnected. The wires are down here. I got my distributor spark plug wires up here. Those aren't doing anything. We have the Ford coil here. How is this set up? This is to whatever. We have constant power in the middle, and we have ignition 1 or ignition 2 or 1 and 2, whatever. The outsides are the ignition. It doesn't really matter how you wire it up. You just move the spark plug wires around. Inside the air boxes I showed you before is the ignition module, the igniter. The igniter, the Miata J702t. Here are the leads that come from. 2 of these are the logic level. Okay, that's what's telling the igniter to fire the coil. And one of these is key on. There goes the fan. One of them is key on, switched power, 12 volts. Okay, which also works during cranking. But that's all there is to there. The only thing I have to figure out now is how to get my tach signal back. But we'll get there. Don't mind the squeaking, that's my exhaust. But this is where we are. It runs like a champ now. It runs so much better. And I have a new cap and rotor on there. I'm not sure if you saw in a previous video, but it's a newish cap and rotor. So again, remember we just got rid of that barbaric ignition system of a cap and rotor and 1 coil firing all 4 cylinders. So that really cleans up. Idle's not so different, but definitely throughout the RPM range, the motor just sounds so much and feels so much cleaner. It's so much more smooth. You know, you have to realize that distributor. Someone told me that, oh, you know, maybe your cap and rotor's fucked up, this and that, or whatever. But you have to realize that guy is not sealed from the elements. Okay, when it rains, water can drip in there, and the high humidity of Florida. Look at the weather today. It's disgusting, especially over there. the high humidity and all that stuff affects the way the motor runs. So now that we have the distributorless, we have no mechanical stuff getting in the way. The ECU's down there, the chip is in there that you saw in the first part. And I really think that's all there is to it. We can increase the boost now if we want, right? That was the goal here. There's also 2-step set and an arm. I'm not using a 2-step because I'm automatic. Let me see if I get you guys an exhaust sound of it just idling. Not sure if it sounds like anything, but obviously this motor, this muffler's gone, and the other one's got some holes in it. So that's what gives me this beautiful sound. But that's all there is to it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. When I get the tach working, I'll put up a video on that. There's some ideas that you can use a relay, or maybe I could even leave the stock coil connected, because to revert back, all I have to do is put those 2 connectors back on there. They're wrapped up in this loom down here, and just connect the spark plug wires, and I'm back to the factory ignition. It's really, really simple. So if this malfunctions, obviously I have wire nuts on there. That'll all get soldered up eventually, and you know, cleaned up and loomed. But if I ever want to revert back, all I gotta do is put 2 spade connectors on there, and then connect the leads, the spark plug wire leads, and that's it. I'm back to the factory ignition. But there you have it. Check back later.